Hey everyone, sorry I'm late. It was a jungle out there. I had to get a new video format to you for my movie reviews. I'm reviewing Spider-Man No Way Home, and there will be spoilers, very big spoilers, so you better watch out. And you better not cry. If for some reason you decide to continue despite my warning, and you haven't seen the movie yet, it's a fantastic nostalgia trip. It's well written, and you can tell that Disney did not play too much of a hand in this because it's actually good. I've never really been able to connect with the Tom Holland Spider-Man. It's always been a fantastic representation of the character, but it's never lived up quite to what I want it to be because he's always had everything handed to him. He has a great relationship with MJ, a fantastic best friend that he has no arguments with. He has a multi-million dollar suit that was just handed to him. He has close connections with the Avengers. He has big opportunities ahead of him, and there's really nothing to slow him down. Everything just comes easily to him, and that's something that I never really liked. It really was fantastic to see him go through some things, and at the end, he sacrifices all of his relationships, everything, just so that he's not endangering anyone else, and so he can save the world. All of the villains come back here from different movies, the original Sam Raimi trilogy and the Amazing Spider-Man almost trilogy. Third movie got canceled because it was so bad. But all of the villains here were able to reprise their roles too. And when I see the story of Spider-Man struggling to have everything he wants and still be Spider-Man, I really feel for the guy. He gets kicked out of MIT and his friends are punished along with him for something that he just didn't do and he couldn't control. So he tries to fix it by communicating with the direct head of staff. I hope that's the right position, but it's quickly messed up by an excellent performance by Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, once again using digital de-aging technology. Again, they're able to reprise their roles so perfectly, but after learning that he really just has to go out and fight 5 villains and bring them all together and somehow send them home, he figures out, but wait, I'll be sending them to their death. I have to find some way to turn them into something that they're really not. And that way I can save them. And it's a really noble effort on his part. But after discovering that the villains are a lot less easily swayed than he would ever have believed, he experiences a big loss by Aunt May dying, and he has to just mourn the loss, and he has to realize that he's way over his head and he cannot do this by himself. So he gets help from 2 sources. One, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and 2, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Yeah, they're back, and they're as awesome as ever. I just love to see them return as the characters, and like the villains, they slip back into their roles as if not a day has passed. It's beautiful to see all 3 Spider-Man get together, reference old times from the movies, and they play well off each other. They meet up at the Statue of Liberty where the big face down happens, and Spider-Man I'm talking about Tom Holland Spider-Man, almost kills Green Goblin, and it's cool to see how Toby just like stands his way and says, no, that's not the way. And he doesn't even have to say it. They just look at each other and, yeah, they know this isn't right. We have the opportunity to turn him back, and no matter what he's done, we're not executors. We don't deserve to kill him. We have no right. And then Toby gets stabbed, and I'm like, shouldn't he have his spider sense? But whatever. I also noticed a few plot holes along the way, like Jamie Foxx's Elektra doesn't know that Peter Parker's Spider-Man, so he shouldn't be here in the first place. I also noticed some other minor slip-ups, like if paint gets on your suit and you turn it inside out, you're basically just painting your body. But it was just so fantastic to see all of these original villains and some heroes get back together and they play off each other and they're able to do some good stuff. It's so nostalgic and exciting. And I feel the connections between the characters were really great. Spider-Man gets a new suit at the end, and it feels like his classic comic book suit, and I'm so happy to see that. While I love the Homecoming suit and even the integrated suit and the upgraded suit and the Iron Spider suit, I felt that he really needed to get back to the basics, and this movie wipes a clean slate for the future of Spider-Man. We also get to see Venom at the end, and he's so good. It's just great to see Tom Hardy at the end. It's like, oh, there he is, and there's Venom. It was also great to see the redeemability of characters. Electro is so much better than he ever was before. He's able to do some amazing stuff with his powers. He feels like he has more of a drive to do what he's doing. Andrew gets to redeem himself because he actually has a good script to work with here. And we get to see the full potential of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. He also gets to redeem himself. He failed to save Gwen Stacy, but this time he gets to save MJ, and it's really bittersweet that he finally succeeded in being able to dive, web swing, and save someone, and it was absolutely amazing. Toby's story is already finished. While it was great to see him, I feel that he wasn't the highlight here because we had already closed the book on his chapters of his story, and we just needed to really finish off other characters that were not finished off due to complications such as their movies being terrible, and they have to redeem themselves here. Andrew is better in this movie than he ever was in his own Spider-Man movies, and it's absolutely great to see. But Spidey gets a new suit at the end, and like I said, we see Venom, and we'll find out where that goes from there. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's a fantastic movie, and I hope it's not just a fluke in cinema. I hope that Hollywood really decides to turn around and make good movies again. We're kind of closing the age of good film here, and I really want that to never end. But I'll see you guys later. I give this a solid 9.5 out of 10. Remember to have a fantastic rest of your day. It's a great time to be a Spider-Man fan. Bye.